Hi everyone, this video is about the importance of cleansing your brain with some easy practical guidance and a guided exercise too. Now, it's no coincidence that the ancient teachings of yoga, of alchemy, meditation and Ayurveda all directly promote and facilitate brain cleansing. Even the Bible's Daniel fast and wilderness meditation assist with cerebral detox. We all suffer from brain fog and mental fatigue at times, so learning glymphatic detox will empower you to overcome painful and frustrating symptoms, as well as rebooting the immune system for holistic wellness. Body, mind, soul, and spirit. The value of old sacred practices is continuously being validated by modern scientific studies that link CSF, cerebrospinal fluid flow, with brain lymph drainage. Brain lymphatics are specifically referred to as glymphatics, and you probably know that the lymph system is also akin to the immune system. So this topic has an extremely wide scope of influence, positive influence in the body. So what we're really getting to the crux of in this video is glymphatic drainage and brainwashing in a good way. In one study, which I've referenced below, in fact I've put all the references in the description box below, boosting CSF, which we know is esoterically known as Christ oil, showed a marked improvement of cognitive function and a significant reduction of cognitive concerns in the elderly. Another study, also referenced below, associates aging with a massive 50% reduction in CSF production. That's crazy. Research shows that every year the brain's glymphatic system cleanses a massive 3 pounds approximately of toxic plaque and toxic chemicals from the brain. The movement and waves of CSF literally wash your brain. The currents of this incredible fluid go both down and up the spine, and the choroid plexus, which is near the brain stem, propels the lymphatic cerebrospinal fluid into the ventricles of the brain. Consequently, the fluid washes or purifies the whole brain. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Romans 12:2. The veins surrounding the brain have lymphatic sleeves around them that absorb toxins from the glymphatic system and evacuate them out of the body via cervical lymph channels and sinuses. According to research, the toxic substance that have to be removed from the brain are things like mercury, beta amyloid, tau proteins, manganese and pesticides, etc. All of which have the potential to downgrade cognitive function and cause serious neurodegeneration, which of course has a knock-on effect throughout the body as well. These fat-soluble, so oil-soluble, Christ oil-soluble toxins that find their way into our brain tissue need to be washed away. If they're not, CSF flow is compromised and many signs of premature aging and other symptoms of dishealth can present themselves. Since the immune system, again, which is also the lymphatic system, guards against diseases and infections of all kinds, it's probably way more common to need a lymphatic boost than we may first assume. Even though this medical lens, which bears no obvious connection to this channel's usual lens of esoteric practices, spirituality and Kundalini, the movement and quality of CSF is seen as being vitally important. These recent studies show that the superior and transverse sagittal sinuses take a significant portion of the waste products to be evacuated, and surprisingly, or not surprisingly at all, as the case may be, Ayurvedic practitioners discovered this specific drainage area or mechanism thousands of years ago. This incredible bodily site that's responsible for relieving our temple bodies of up to 3 pounds of toxins and plaque every single year. They already knew about it. Spiritually speaking, Ayurvedic practitioners observe a direct link between congested lymphatics and emotional blockages, and between poor CSF flow and erroneous thought and behavioral patterns. So it's really no surprise that these scientific papers also validate the same theories, showing how congested lymphatics relate to cognitive dysfunction, to mental decline, to mood swings, so emotional blockages, to infections, to inflammations, and to many other debilitating health issues. With all of this in mind, let's look at some techniques to promote lymphatic CSF flow and thus improve our overall experience of life, of mental clarity, of emotional wellness, and of radiant health and longevity. Unfortunately, due to community guidelines, I do need to say that you should seek professional advice if you're planning to try any of these techniques, because YouTube does not allow its creators to give specific medical or healthcare advice. So the first technique is known as Nasaya or Nasya technique, which is an Ayurvedic treatment that involves inhaling certain oils into your sinuses. This treatment was designed to cleanse brain lymphatics, known as rasa, as well as the CSF ventricles and sinuses. Then we have pranayama, so breathwork. Deep nasal breathing significantly stimulates the flow of cerebrospinal fluid, of Christ oil. Again, the better the flow, the more efficient the brainwashing mechanism. Nose breathing also trips your brain waves into alpha, into meditation state, where visions and divine downloads occur naturally. Yes, as simple as they seem, pranayamas are actually proven to be brain cleansing and energy inducing. The benefits are wide. Next, we have another obvious thing, which is sleep. The glymphatic system's drainage mechanism is most active when we're asleep, or when we're at the height of relaxation or meditation. Studies show that side sleeping especially boosts CSF flow even more. Then we have parasympathetic nervous system stimulation. So the parasympathetic nervous system is the rejuvenating nervous system. Calmness, joy, love, benevolence, and gratitude, they all stimulate CSF flow. The Bible also promotes these states of being over and over again. So you see, all the spiritual practices are sacred sciences. They cause alterations in the bodies. They're created to facilitate our health along all lines. Nature walks, salt baths and singing are among the many ways that we can switch the body into parasympathetic mode, and this was all discussed at length in the God Design. And we have to mention deep nasal breathing again now, since it also engages the parasympathetic nervous system and creates a surge in CSF flow. So again, the benefits are very, very wide. Then we have yoga, which I love. When we add movement to breath, CSF flow is increased even further, helping to optimize brain, glymph function, and the detoxification or washing of the brain. Some other therapies that focus on lymph flow and spinal health are traditional massage and lymph massage, sleeping with your mouth taped, encourages nasal breathing, osteopathic medicine, craniosacral therapy, chiropractors, subluxation therapy, facial or neck massage, and Indian head massage. In conclusion, it's awesome that there are so many simple and cost-effective and pleasurable ways to support your glymphatic and lymphatic systems and to help your body remove toxic substances and energies available to us. Improved health, wellness, clarity and focus is literally just a breath away. And as always, practice is key. So we must remember to carve out the time to honor our wonderful temple bodies. And I thought it'd be nice if we could finish by doing the Bhastrika breath together now. This pranayama pumps oxygen straight to the brain and significantly boosts CSF flow. It's really powerful, so even practicing it for 30 to 60 seconds will produce notable results. So, sitting up tall on a chair or on the floor, I don't recommend doing this standing up. Breathe deeply in and out through your nose only. Deeply in and out through your nose only. Focus on filling your lungs on the inhale and emptying your belly on the exhale. You want to do this at a pace that feels comfortable yet slightly challenging for you specifically. It'll be different for everyone. In other words, push yourself to breathe just a little faster than you do naturally. And this breath, the Bhastrika breath, is also known as bellows breath because you're bellowing or propelling a significant amount of breath in and out of your body just via the nose. And then once we've completed 60 seconds of this breath, we'll close our eyes down and switch into a slow, relaxed, normal breath as we bask in the energy and the state that we're about to create. And I'll say goodbye now, and then I can leave you in this wonderful state that we're creating. So thank you for watching. As always, may divine love manifest itself in you all, always and in all ways. Namaste. So sitting up tall, let's begin.